Welcome back to the FTS. We are here at Denver for the finale of Season 1. Click qualifying up and down. Here we go. The finalists will start 4th, 6th, 9th, and 17th. Good if you're not bad on the pole, and plenty of room to race. Let's see. The best in the business race for a championship. Who's going to take all is the question. Pace truck pulls in, getting ready for the excitement of the FTS championship race. Green, green, green is out, and away we go. The pushing down the front is going to be advantage of a 13 for now. You see they're starting to group up back there. That's quite interesting. There's turn 3 is going to be really be it because you see some people just send it down in there. Others not sure what the plan is. The 14 making great work. They're trying to hold off for now. There's still plenty of traffic around the front to definitely provide with the finalists some hurdles to go through. Curbio going low. Look at what lanes are being picked here. A little close. Darkest presence in the 14. He's down low. He's looking to see his way through to get out front early on as the driver's really getting wide behind him. Benny Scholl had to fall back. The Puff is kind of just circling the low side to try to gain ground. And Dirtman 5 has had a rough start. Plenty of traffic to have to overcome here. That's the 14. Out front, there's people trying to dive underneath him. There's Dirtman in even more trouble up top. Going the wrong way. The 14 is solid. I'm sure he floats it into 3. And 4 goes up the track a little bit with Fred Jones. The Puff using the lower line. Not sure if that will work for him, but he's trying to make it work. Benny Scholl is back there. See the 3 drop low, so see what the 25 does in the middle high. You just see so many trucks sliding all the way through 1 and 2. It is, yeah, a bit of a mess back there to be sure to be had. Some drivers in the back just trying to string it out. But the 14 making solid pace early on. Yeah, watching how it all washes up to the high side on the exit of 4, so that kind of held the 25 up there. And Dirtman really feeling the heat right now early on. He is just getting eaten up by these guys. Just has not been able to tread water on the high side at all. Benny also in a bit of traffic as well. I see the 46 scrape the wall off a 2 there. Darkest Presence putting himself in that spot. He knows where he wants to be, and he knows how to get it done. He's doing both to great extent right now. One thing you want to watch out for is that low side could get kind of stacked up a little bit. When they have him checking up, that could get bad, but he's doing good on position so far, so no need to worry. .25, just seeing what all they've got thrown in front of him that he needs to get by. We see a car on the high side slide up, you really want to duck low, but not sure if that's the master plan. Just to survive for now. But you really want to get it done as a driver. You don't want to leave it to pit chance. Presence getting pressure from the 43. Where'd the 1 go? An unscheduled pit stop for Benny Scholl. This could be huge in the Final 4 race. As they should be going much further than they currently are planned to. Oh, 91 slow off the corner. He must have got a big chunk of that wall there. Meanwhile, the Puff has just been dealing with a bunch of guys pretty much all the time. But Presence had not the best 1 and 2 for the 14. Benny Scholl will be a lap down, which that could be a death sentence for his championship hopes already. The 14 not looking like himself right now. And he's not really attacking the entry as a corner though, but that could be a blessing rather than a curse. But you see that 25, that's the guy you got to keep behind right now. Watch out for him. There's Benny Scholl returning to the track. He will be scored 2 laps down. 1 lap down is recoverable, but 2 laps down, that's the end right there. As the 25 has moved into the golden seat right now, but the 14 mounting a counterattack. Oh, but some other trucks on the low side checked up as the 14 was attempting a pass. That gives the 25 some breathing room for now. It looks like it's just going to be these two. As Dirtman 5 continues to have traffic struggles in the back. Looking at like all that he has to get around, it is not looking good for the 5. Seeing an alternate angle of the packs that we have here. Maybe the tire wear. It's 2X, so they should be going for a long time. Unless they had a problem like the 1, but still. It's all about just battling your guy. And the 14 is, fortunes have kind of turned against him now, ever since the earlier race. Battle for the lead between Curbio and Miku. .25 at the Puff. Trying to battle it as well. Where's Benny in relation to the leaders? You know, he's way off. Still. Roaring down the front. So good. They're taking all the different lines. Look at this. The 14 trying a higher lane to get by the 25. It doesn't work. Look at so many drivers. 12 just threw it in there. Like, that is crazy. That just kind of the gap now grows between these two. Now Dirtman 5 has slowly picked his way to a decent position. He still has room to go ahead, but he could pick off Darkest Presence. And that would be, you know, one spot closer to where he needs to be, at least. The 3 making a pretty wide angle, low side move for the lead. Look at, oh, all the finalists are on the high side. Look at this. They're all 3 in a bunch right here. Darkest Presence narrowly gets by as Dirtman 5 now in position to actually contend. The Puff trying that higher line. He sees it, trying to go high on the 32. But this runs out of, not quite able to grip it down there where he needs it most. Dump truck still out front. Now 14 of Presence able to pick up right where he left off, but now Dirtman 5 moving into that second position. Can the 5 truck get it done? He's trying to come up on that 14, just get to where he needs to be, get going there. So far, he hasn't been able to make up that much ground. Everybody's much closer now. Except for the 25. He is really eating a lot of traffic right now, and that is sending him going in the wrong direction. I think Presence is holding steady right now. Doesn't want to force it too much, but still. A single file behind you, so they could very easily catch up quicker than you expect them to. Honestly, I think the line's kind of going up the track a little bit behind them, so not sure when they're going to come down pit road soon, but it seems like they're kind of hurting on tires a little bit. Especially of how slow the cornering speed is for some of these drivers. Oh, 43 came in so hot. Not sure what he's got, but jeez, Louise. Caution's out. First yellow of the day, and it is something. Yeah, it's going to be turn 11. Who? Oh. Wide Putin. He just turned down into the 30 and hit into the outside wall there. No, and he gets hit again. That's turn 11. Hitting Wide Putin, just stopped on the track. Travis Scott gets a little bit of it. The others managed to dodge him, though. Damn. First caution of pitting. Dirtman 5 goes to box. Darkest Presence in box. Presence in, presence out. 14 with a routine day so far, it seems. The 5 not too far behind, though. 25 took a little bit while longer to box because he was further back, of course. And, you know, Benny being 2 laps down doesn't help at all. All right. Well, we got cars of multiple laps down. All there. Everyone's still in the race at least. Mammoth back to 39th. Benny's a couple laps down. Presence restarting 7th. Dirtman restarting 10th. And the Puff restarting 22nd. Here we go. You see, oh, those lappers are, that could be bad. Presence and Dirtman make quick work of them. Leaders are there. Looks like 25 is on the high side so far. He's having a little bit of issues, but should be able to clear them all. Presence and Dirtman both racing for all. There's plenty of slow up going on down there. This second group right here behind is a few seconds back, and unfortunate, but back up front is where it's at right now. Close battling for the lead, definitely is coming alive as we get to the middle of the race. Dirtman 5 on the low side. He's got something coming. Oh. That mid-corner checkup low, but presence is very high right now. Dirtman behind. Switches up a bit. It's very strange. I think it was unlucky for the 5 that he caught presence where he did. All the way back 17th there. Battle for 18th between these guys. Not sure if they're going to catch him or not. Curbio doing something weird right there with the line. 14 is a good look right now. Cheese Glake really going backwards. You see Dirtman here. Let's take a look at like an onboard. You could see like going through the corner. It's really tricky where they want to go. I think he sees the low side that he wants to run, and it all just kind of goes, washes up the track. And now you got some drivers that might try to change lanes on you here. Like, where do you want to go? 86, 52. 6 behind Fred Jones. When they launch into turn 1, Iris goes pretty deep. And Dirtman's made the low side kind of work, but you got to make sure nobody really gets cold feet right there. Like, watch, you're pushing the 86 here. But then everybody goes low, and that just... See how many trucks down low. It makes it difficult to keep the speed going. Oh, 14 had a poor exit there. The problem is, like, you want to go, but you see so many trucks just in the way. So you can't just make this entire corner for your own personal gain. You have to sacrifice something to get through here. Darkest Presence is second place behind Iris. Dirtman running 8th right there. Seeing when they're going to go up on anybody who's a lap down, though. That's the big when. Dirtman, he looked middle, but just kind of went along with the 84 afterwards. Actually, keeping the 84 competitive with the 14, at least. Dirtman up the track a lot. Oh, contact between Dirtman 5, Bunger, and them, but they keep it straight. That could have been really bad for the 5 if he would have went around there. That would have most likely ended the hunt. Oh, Presence gets into the back of Iris. Oh, the 14 in the wall. Around goes Darkest Presence. Spins down the back. Caution. That is bad news for the 14 team. Dirtman 5 gets by. But, oh my gosh. We may have just seen a championship-ending blunder right here. Like, Iris gets half a lane higher, but Presence really wants to push that issue, and that just caused him to get into that corner there. And eventually he just gets hit and spun out. How can you do that? Like, Iris does check up there, but that's because Presence is trying to go low, but doesn't go low enough. But when you're in a high-stakes situation like that, you cannot make a mistake like that. The 14 may have just thrown his season away on that right there. I don't believe it. As, yes, Darkest Presence is out of the race. So the 14 out, as everyone else will seemingly pit here. Haunch just hit the back of a stack up in the back with the back markers. Haunts and a few others got damaged. You saw it right there. None of the serious drivers were impacted right there. The Puff still taking service. He has to relatively keep an eye on Dirtman 5, though. Dirtman 5 actually had to slow down a bit from the 91 coming into his pit stall, but the Puff is not that far behind Dirtman 5 at this moment. Benny is a couple laps down, and Presence is out, so realistically, we got ourselves about a 2-horse race. It's the same lap car configuration as last time, but this time Dirtman 5 lines up 9th. The Puff lines up 13th. It's doable for both of them. They're the only two in the hunt. Benny Scholl is still 2 laps down, and Presence is the only truck out of the race. Jesus. Got some underdogs up here. Star running 4th. Billy Mays into top 10. Let's see what they're going to do with it. Here is Dirtman 5 on the restart. Now, both finalists are making sure they see those cars low. They want to make sure they get by. Dirtman 5 goes first. The Puff not that far behind. Just got to clear the 7. Oh, actually, Dirtman 5 gets held up as well by Wide Putin. So both having trouble here. It looks like the 10. So the Puff's going to go a bit lower here to make the pass. The leaders are pulling off, and I think Dirtman 5 doesn't quite have the clearance that he wants here. The Puff is also clear of lap traffic, and he has some friends with him. So Dirtman 5 is trying to get with these lead group before the 25 gets there. That is the battle right here, as both of them are making their way up the pack. Dirtman 5 has Star to draft with, but the Puff is racing his way there. He is flying up through there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he washes up the track a little bit, but he's got the 52 behind as a little bit of a mini drafter here, so both drivers are looking up. The Puff comeback from adversity is definitely commendable, especially with less finalists in play here. And remember, it's not over for Benny either. If both of the finalists in the lead group DNF the race, then Benny Scholl would be the champion. But the 5 and the 25 still have to fight amongst each other. As Nino slows hard in the turn, that's going to be advantage Dirtman. but the lead group can still race back up to each other, so the Puff is by no means out of it yet. Doesn't matter how many laps you lead, all that matters is that you're ahead on the final one. You could just get saved by the bell, so to speak, and you're fine. Morshoe actually putting in a decent run. So is Dump Truck as well. Goofy not bad. All the round of 8 Eliminate E's are doing decent. Not sure where the 84 went after the incident, though, but she was doing fine. Now Dirtman actually slowing up the Puff. Not sure if that's a strategy you can use against a fellow finalist, but I mean, minging can work if there's only 2 finalists left. The Puff goes low on Dirtman, so something might happen in the corner. 52 of Razor ahead of 25. As the Puff really trying to take the shorter line around, but Dirtman not giving up. They're both putting in the fight. And a commendable one at that. Fred Jones off throttle that time. The Puff coming in, sweeping low as the 25. Now ahead of Dirtman 5. For the first time in like 30 laps or so, he's in the seat to win it as caution's out. Third caution of the day. The other 2 finalists were safe, so don't know what this entails. Caution is out for, Willie Stroker. Yeah, 61 of Willie Stroker just really dove it in the corner. And then he comes up into a bunch of Butterpants, Hampter, and Dave Matthews. They're just all on the high side right now. Whew. More trouble ahead. Obama 4. Rex is Travis Scott involved. Mammoth just about thread the fucking gap. Jesus Christ. I think he was guys trying to get down to pit road. Dave Matthews was at least. Obama 4 spins out. Dave Matthews off of the bumper of Iris. A bit of a mess in the back, but they make it work. They go. They're good. All right. Just doing a leaderboard check. Within 10 to go, so lap cars are in line now. There's no lap cars for the leaders to mess with here, so it's open space for the front. Puff in 3rd, Dirtman 5th. Who's it going to be? There they go, go. All out. If there's any time to use the stuff you got, it's now. The leaders are still in line. Someone's got to jump out of line here, the top 5 all together. Oh, dump truck, first of the stack group there, but that just lets the puff go underneath. They're racing aggressive down low, going down to it. Now the lead group's got dynamic racing in it. Oh boy. Dump truck way up track, gets in the wall a bit as well. 25 at the puff. Actually going to the front here, not just of the finalists, but of the entire race. To the lead to go to the 25. Dirtman having to try to put up a decent fight for it as we near the finish, coming to the closing of this race. See some underdogs performing very solidly right now. Howard Pavilion on the 9. Could be a big player here. Ogon into the wall a lot back there. Off of turn 2. Cheese Blake and Good If You're Not Bad are also pushing up. Just so much down low with what's there that might not be able to tread water here. Dirtman 5 putting up an offensive, but not sure if it will be enough. Everybody is giving it all they've got right now. Nothing spared so far. Everything sacrificed. As Dirtman 5 has running out of options, running out of time to take that spot. Sitting there in 8th at 25, bumbling around the top 5 somewhere. He's the guy you need to get to. Three wide for the lead. Howard, Blake, Good If You're Not Bad, all there. Dirtman 5. He's looking. Oh, we thought he had a chance, but there's just so many trucks going every which way that driving through a pack like this could be really difficult. Three to go. The shot is intense, and the end is near. Dirtman 5 and so many. How are we back to? About 21, 21st place Butter Pants barely in that group there. But the leaders are pushing all they can. Dirtman trying the high side this time. I don't see that working out for him. He's going to get eaten up pretty hard from drivers behind. School Bus was laying back early on. He's going to drive up into the top 10. Look at this. 2 to go. And the Puff and Dirtman both running where they are. Benny Scholl will not be able to win this championship. There's not enough laps for the 1 to make it. It all could come down to Donald Trump and the 22. Wherever the lapper may go, the leaders have to dodge. The 25 coming to the white. He goes low. That's a big weight off his chest as Dirtman 5 is getting eaten up. I think this is it. I think that was the battle right there. He had his chances, just wasn't able to get to him. The Puff coming off of the backstraight. It's half a lap till the end here. Spock in the 43 actually is going to be up front by the end. As we come to the line, Spock will win at Denver, and the 25 of the Puff has won the seasonal championship. It's a tale of two races. He didn't look like he had it in the first half, but you dig your head in, never give up, and see where it takes you. Coming to the end of the race, we are cycling out the rest of the field until it says complete. There's still some lead lappers or some lappers that need to get by to the line. Race done and done. A season of NDS comes down to this. All those results from the best of us to the worst of us. That's a season of trucks. Season 2 is going to happen eventually. Stay tuned for that. Until next time, take care.